Should we just jump into it? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're ready. Welcome back with another chat with Paula about the strange history, right? His story of Melbourne and Sydney now. We're expanding. How you going, Paula?
Oh, I'm good, thanks, Campbell. And yourself?
Yes, very well. Very busy, but very well. Thank you.
Yeah, I've known. Yeah. Did you know that Mr. Guy and I had an interview the other night?
I saw it pop up. Have I got shillage in my teeth? Sorry, my teeth are a bit black. I've got shillage yet. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I did see it pop up. How did that go?
Yeah, really good. Really, really good and well received. So thank you, everyone who watched it. It was, yeah. As usual, like us, we go off the beaten track, but hey, that's what you do.
Guy's great. He's good for a good chat, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll put the link to that below, guys. If you want to watch it, I'll chuck the link below. Go and check it out.
Awesome. Okay, so I really want to actually cover something that someone wrote in a comment, and it's something that's been bugging me actually, about me using the word convict, because we were going over the chapter that I did with Guy in his second book, and it was about the Industrial Revolution and the convict children. So unfortunately, it's something that everyone knows what it is, but it's also something that's been quite loosely used as a term for people in Australia. And like I keep saying to you, there's two timelines, Campbell, definitely two timelines, and I'm getting it more and more now. And that loose word of convict pertains to what we're about to go into as well. So I'm going to read everyone what the term convict actually means. So excuse me for reading. So convict.
Where's this from?
Hey?
Which dictionary are we reading from? Just so we know.
We are reading from the whatever normal dictionary that we have, as well as Wikipedia.
Okay, tell us.
So convict as a verb is to find someone guilty of a crime in the court of law. A noun, a person who has been found guilty of a crime and in doing so is serving a prison sentence. In the essence of a convict is someone proven legally of a crime and faces the consequences of that crime. Convict term can be used in more general terms to refer to someone who has been found guilty of any offence, though it may most commonly associates with serious crimes leading to imprisonment. To be convicted of robbery, forgery, arson, murder, stealing, rape, you are convicted as a convict. So even prisoners now, they should be still named as you've been convicted. So you're a convict.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought it always came from, yeah. Someone who's
so
convicted.
So a 19th century term is as follows, a quote: when convicted, there was only so much they could do to prevent a sentence of extreme harshness and to involve the bitter experience of the gallows. So it's not a term, unless you've been acquitted, you're seen as a convict. So maybe in our 20th century, we call prisoners now, but back then it was a very loose term.
So what was the person's beef with you using the word convict? I don't get it.
What do you mean? What was that?
Why didn't they like you using the term convict?
No, I mean, now we don't use that term convict.
Yeah, no, but didn't you say that someone in the comments said?
Oh, yes. So someone in the comments said to me, I love what you say, but I'm a bit confused why you're following a programming of convicts. You're still repeating something that is already, is meant to be not true in our history. There's not meant to have been any convicts, and I don't see why you follow the mainstream narrative when you're trying to prove it differently.
I don't know that it's proven there were no convicts. I think that we've proven that there's something wrong with the story, but that's far from proven. Like, yeah.
So it's I just thought I'd address that, but it's also very important to what we're about to discuss today as well. So after a lot of interest in that lovely photo that we discussed last time.
Yeah, Clarendon House.
Yes, of James and Martin and Isabella Martin. I have dug into that because a lot of people are very interested. And it's a very interesting story, I must say. So, but I want everyone to remember what I described as the term of convicts, because we're going to go right back and it all means something. We will get to Isabella and James because they were very important figures in the New South Wales colony. So we'll go back, and excuse me, because now I've got to go back to I've written so much. So Clarendon House, a mansion, was on the tip of Potts Point in Sydney.
Yes.
Now, Potts Point was named after Joseph Potts. So Sydney people will know all this. But Joseph Potts, I believe, was a convict. They don't actually say he was a convict, but it reads like someone who was a convict. He met we'll go back. So Joseph Potts arrived in Sydney in 1816. He was first employed as an employee of the Bank of New South Wales as a porter and a servant, and received £25 in rations per year. He advanced to an accountant and eventually the secretary of the bank, which is now we know as Westpac, after 25 years of service. Now, Potts was brought over by a judge advocate, John Wild. And John Wild gave Potts land in 1830. He acquired 64 acres in 1830. This all screams a supported prisoner because I read this a lot. We get convicts over here, and this gets told quite a bit in this story as well. They're convicted, and yet they're given after a certain amount of time. I mean, I've found out that certain people of distinction or up in the echelon of the colony, being a judge, and sometimes they're convicts, lieutenants, colonels, captains, they can support, and they often have these people in their homes, and they have to prove to them that they're worthy of being a good Samaritan, which to me doesn't read a convict. If you listen to what I had said, it means you are sentenced and either imprisoned or sent to the gallows. So a lot of people in his story became affluent elites that started off as supported convicts. And how this reads to me that Joseph Potts was one of those supported convicts. So Judge Advocate John Wild gave Mr. Potts 64 acres. And then it goes on to say that Potts, over a period of time, then purchased, after he got married in 1834, he purchased another 369 acres in the area, another 470 acres in the area, another 625 acres in the area, and then was granted in 1841 another 256 acres. That's not bad for
that's all right, yeah, a couple of thousand acres.
So 11,000 acres altogether.
11,000?
Then when you 11,000
Wow.
acres, which when you read another narrative says he acquired the whole lot. He never purchased it. So this is another thing I come from. Yes.
Bit of spelling in
So,
there for it.
yes. So in 1842, oh, that's right, and then Potts divided a lot of it up. He named the area after himself, and this is all part of Woolam. If I say this wrong, I apologise, Sydney people. Woola. Oh, here we go. Oh, God. Woolloomooloo or something?
Wooloolaba.
That's the one.
Yes,
yes, Hill. One? Yes, that's the one, Hill.
Yeah.
The names changed a lot, I noticed too, Campbell. So it was all part of that area, and the area was originally called Barella. So this area was subdivided, and Mr. Clark, now this is where it gets a little bit confusing too, because it says that Mr. Potts built Clarence Mansion, but then it says that Martin and Isabella acquired Clarence Mansion because of William Long. Now bear with me. So another convict.
William Long is a convict, yeah.
So William Long was sentenced to transportation to Australia for 7 years. I don't really know what that means, transportation for 7 years, but apparently that's what he was sentenced. He was a forger, amongst other things. He came in 1813, and he became a blacksmith. And somehow he got a liquor license in 1827.
He probably forged it.
Yes, at the Rocks. And then took over the commercial hotel in 1831, which became the most lucrative hotel in Sydney. So he became a wine merchant.
When it says took over, does it say who he took it over from?
No.
No, of course not. He founded it.
He found it. He probably acquired
it. Yes.
Yes. So he acquired the establishment and became a very wealthy wine merchant, and had three daughters. One of them was Eleanor Long, and the other one was Isabella Long. The third one I can't find anything about. Okay. Eleanor Long.
Yeah, did she, or is it Isabella, did she marry Mr. Martin? Yes.
Correct.
Just another point too, what year are we talking here? 1840s, and he
1831.
1830, so, and he was a wine merchant.
And very, very wealthy.
Cook landed, what, 1788, 42 years before, nothing here, and they've got vineyards up and, because you don't just plant a grape and harvest it that summer and make wine. Like, they got to be done for like a decade, right? They got to be grown in to get good grapes. So you've got to find the land where it's going to grow. Like, there shouldn't be a wine industry.
Well, we had a lot, apparently, on Potts Point and a lot of the other points of Sydney. There was a lot of vineyards, as well as, like in Melbourne, the same thing. They were everywhere. Right. So as I understand it, it's something, God, how many dives do you want to go into? But the vineyards take a long time to grow and to be established enough to make high quality wines. Yeah. And we've talked about this with the wines that they were getting in Coldstream. They were getting, gold medals for in the early 1800s.
Yeah, in the world.
In Sweden.
Yeah. So, and I mean, you've got to have the right type of grape, the right varieties. It's got to be in the right soil, the right, like there's an art to it, man. Like 40
There's a
years.
huge art to it.
What do you reckon? From a
Yeah.
standing start, right? From turning up with nothing. The first fleet apparently forgot their tools and their food,
Yes.
and then we
Yes.
starved to death. And then, but 40 years later,
Exactly.
it's just, silly
It
timeline.
drives you cuckoo, doesn't it? It really
Mm.
does drive you cuckoo. So yeah, Mr. William Long, another convict, made it good, became very well off. He owned a mansion called Tuscaloosa, which has another story behind it. He owned the Clarendon mansion, and he also owned Claire Vaxu, which is spelled Clairvxu. So it's a French name, which still stands today.
Yeah, right.
And Eleanor took over that property with her husband, who became very well known in the colony as well, in law and other things. He came from a convict family.
Oh,
Well,
convict
convicts.
family.
These people were making decisions for the colony of Australia at the time, and they got their wealth very, very quickly. So again, I go back to what I said, what a convict actually means, and it means someone who's been convicted and sentenced. Why are they receiving
all this free stuff,
and able to become so wealthy and part of the elite?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess if you're a forger, that's probably a handy, skill to have. I'm sure that those that are setting this up would like a few forgers, and that's the thing. It's probably got to do with their skills, right? That they would have been going in to the to all these convicted people and finding the people they needed. And I mean, it's easy to give them free land, right? It was everywhere. They were just giving it away. It wasn't even theirs.
Exactly. That's exactly right, Campbell. Yep, it's infuriating. So Mr. Long and his two daughters were very well off and very wealthy in their own right, thanks to their father. So then we go to, that's right, Mr. Daly became a significant lawyer and politician that Eleanor married. And yet his parents came over as convicts.
Yes. Not much changes, hey? Criminals always become the lawyers and politicians.
Well, no different today. So then James and Martin acquired Clarendon Mansion because obviously Isabella's father owned the property. And they acquired it in the 1850s. So let me have a little look here. So Isabella and James married in 1853. They had 15 children.
What?
Yes. And up until 1870, she had 15 children. And there was actually 16, but that was not to full term.
In like 19 years, so she would have been pregnant for 20 years, basically.
Basically.
With a couple of twins thrown in there. Yeah, man. Wow. Okay. I mean, someone sent me this image, this meme of this, and it was supposed to be this lady who'd had the most children ever, and it was like 69 children, and it's supposed to include, like all these sets of twins and triplets and quadruplets, and I mean, is that believable? I mean, because it's a convenient way to prop up the population, right? If there's other children coming in from somewhere else, it's a way to explain where they come from, right?
Yeah, another story. How can a female carry that amount of children?
I don't know,
it's
man.
Such a strain on the body. It's just, and then also be able to cope with, with those children.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's I was going to say a poem, but I probably won't. Might offend some people. Yeah, it's like, remember what is it? There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. She had so
Yeah,
many children, her uterus fell out.
yeah, exactly. Well, it happens to animals.
Yeah, I
So
know, right? It's so much pressure. Yeah, exactly. Even when they breed, dogs and other animals, they only let them breed so many times because it just
exactly,
it's too
they
much,
can't
right?
breed anymore.
So to be
Yes,
pregnant for 20 years while having kids to look after, like, I mean, I
and
don't know.
James Martin. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Martin Square in Sydney was named after him, and he was
Oh,
also very, 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 very close to Mr. Parks, Henry Parks. They were very good friends. And yeah, James was actually premier for the colony 3 times.
okay. And so
It
this
just
is
wasn't
James, who's married to Isabella, who's the dude in that photo from Claredon House. The photo,
correct, the photo.
which I don't think I've got handy,
And you
but
know what? I cannot find another photo of Isabel Martin anywhere. Anywhere. I've looked
really?
everywhere, even in the libraries, everywhere. I can't find her. Eleanor, can't find her.
Okay. That's interesting, because she's supposed to be this high profile,
Yes, yes.
person with
And
money
she was
and
very, you know what
means.
she did? We probably won't even get to photos, will we? So Isabel was born in 1832, the same time as I think Martin was about the same age. And she was born at the Commercial Tavern that her
Okay.
father, Mr. Long, owned. That's where she was born. She was chief organiser for the Queen's Jubilee Fund when the Queen came over in that time. She was a board member of the Control of the School Industry for Orphan Children. That was a
Interesting.
mouthful. Interesting. So, yes, she had 15 children, one that didn't go full term, so 16. She lost 2 children and her sister Eleanor from the typhoid fever, which she felt was coming from the bushcutters' bay because she smelt toxins all the time when the wind blew a certain way from the east, from memory, and she swore that that's what killed her 2 children and her sister. And her sister died in 1882. And that she complained to Martin James constantly that the house was far too small for 15 children. And because, because
She's probably got a point.
she would have a point, absolutely. And he, because he was governor or the premier or whatever for the New South Wales colony, they didn't see much of each other. So she actually left him.
All right.
Which
Okay.
became something that she regretted further down the line. But yeah, he was very busy. He was doing he was the main figure for the New South Wales colony's constitution. He became a lawyer. He was the first journalist for the Australian newspaper. He became the editor of the Australian newspaper. Then he went into law. Then he went into becoming becoming part of our whole, whatever happened here as in law, as the Constitution. He was the main part of it. And he came from, here we go again, Mr. Martin's parents' father was a horse groomer in England on a very, one of the Queen's estates, apparently. And the man that became the governor of Brisbane visited this particular, whichever place that he visited for the Queen, one of the Queen's mansions. And he got to know, I love these stories, he got to know James Martin's father. and was very impressed by the way he handled horses, groomed the horses, and looked after the horses. So when he became governor of Brisbane, he asked James's father to come to Australia. And somehow he gave him a cottage in Sydney. Not a cottage, he gave him a job in Sydney. Yes, no, he gave him lodgings at an estate to be a groomer for their horses. And the lodging of this estate apparently had some of the governor's horses as well. So the wife and him came over to Australia, lodged in an estate in Sydney. And James came over with them. He was 1.5 years old. And apparently James already showed, you know, a very high IQ. At 12 years old, when he was about to start school, he wasn't.
Sorry, you just glitched out. You just glitched out a little bit. That's all right. Keep going. You're back.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
He came over at 1.
So his parents came over here. Yeah, he came over they brought him over when he was 1.5 years old. They noticed that he had a very high IQ already back then. By 12 years old, they had him in the Sydney. They wanted to get him into the Sydney College because there was no real decent schools in the area. So they got him to the Sydney College. They worked their butts off to pay for him to go there, but apparently the transport there was quite a fair distance to where they were lodging, and it cost them a lot of money, so they had to pull him out. And apparently at 12 years old, he refused to be pulled out of this college, so he made sure he walked the 13 kilometres every day back and forth. So he could get
sorry, you
schooling.
glitched again.
And for that, he became, 13 kilometres.
Walked 13 kilometres every day to school and back. All right.
Mm-hmm.
In his shorts in the snow, no doubt.
Hey?
In his shorts in the snow, like all our parents did, apparently.
Yes, with his school bag. It was not a problem.
All right. So, and this, so,
Nothing was a problem back then. Nothing was
so this is James that we're talking about, isn't it? Who
yes,
ended up
this
being
is James, who became Premier of New South Wales.
And the head editor and this and a lawyer. And I mean, it sounds a lot like an amalgamation story, doesn't
it? Yeah. It's like
gifted child.
Have we got such success stories now from convicts and prisoners and servants?
No. I mean, it's the whole narrative seems weird. I mean, what was it? Early 1800s, and there's a college in Sydney, like within 20 years of starting the colony or something.
Yes, the Sydney College.
I mean, yeah. Okay, it's a good story. Well, it's not
a good story, isn't it?
Is it?
No, it's not.
Oh. Dropped something.
Okay, so we go back to Isabella now, who couldn't stand living in Clarendon anymore and moved. And she acquired lodgings in 3 amazing, or actually more than 3 amazing mansions.
Mansions Isabella lived in. Here is a little castle.
That's Vaucluse Castle or house. That's still the drone on that footage. I've seen that. It's just an amazing property. You can go see that one.
Nice. I mean, what are they doing building castles?
Go back to that one. Can you go back to that one? Started off, you'll love this, by an Irish man who stole someone's daughter and was a convict.
Stole someone's daughter?
He abducted someone's daughter and he was sent to Australia as a convict.
Okay. And he built a castle?
Mm-hmm. He was given land also.
Of course. Of course.
So that is the house. You can't get photos. It's been demolished. That's the house that Eleanor and Daly built. So Eleanor Long. And that's the house. Hey?
Just what kind of flag is that?
I know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look like the Union Jack, though. It does. I was just wondering if it's the red, you know, the maritime, or the what's it called? You know, the red
the
flag.
original constitutional
The
flag.
original flag. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Could be. I don't know. Interesting. Kind of looks American as well, but anyway.
So Eleanor died in that house in 1882 and Isabella died in that house in 1902.
Wow. And I mean, look at all the tech on the roof.
Yes.
Of this. And look at this tower. Like,
there's actually a write-up. I can't remember when it was actually demolished, but was demolished in the 60s, I think, and there was a big write-up from the real estate agents about this house and describing it, because the tower was huge.
It looks huge in this picture, right? It's taller than the roof of the double-story house. I mean, it's big. Just to what? Put a flag on.
Exactly.
It's a bit silly. All right. Okay, this is another view of that house, I'm guessing.
Yes, yes.
So it's pretty big. Pretty big house.
Pretty big house for that time.
Okay, and that tower even goes down another story.
Yes.
Interesting. Stairs up, windows down, right?
Mm-hmm.
A bit mud flooded, maybe. All right.
And they're the other houses. So that's Claredon, which you can't get another. I can't find any photos of this house except for the back end.
Yep. So that's the other end of that photo when they're standing in front of the stairs.
And that one there is called, now I'll give you a little story on that. That's Grey Cliff House, the 2-story sandstone home with no build date or info. The owner never lived in the mansion. So how did Isabella occupy it? I've got no idea. There's nothing, there's no backstory on it, but apparently she lived there. That was the first one she moved into in 1882 after her sister died.
Okay. Oh, is that her there? Well, that's someone there.
Maybe.
Oh, that's someone with dark skin.
That's why I don't think Isabella's anywhere.
Dressed up all nicely. Interesting. But I mean, yeah, big, nice, well-built house, but that just appeared and no one lived in, no one owned.
No build date, no one lived in it, no one, there's not much I can get on it.
They just found it.
Yes, exactly, another acquired. Now, this one's interesting, again. So this is oh my God, another one.
Woolloomooloo?
Woollahara. W-O-O-L-L-A-T. I can't. H-R-A house.
Woollahara.
Woollahara.
I don't know, something like that. Woollahara.
Okay. It is the second house. It's Woollahara House 2, Campbell.
Oh.
And number 2 was built in 1837.
This one, 1837, I reckon. Yeah,
yes,
right.
in Piper's Point. And it was built on exactly the same location. So what does that tell you? It's the same friggin' house.
It's the same. Yeah, I mean that's not a small house.
No.
I mean, you know what it looks like to me? It looks like an Aussie pub, doesn't it?
It does. I thought the same thing.
Intricate, but I mean that's the look, right?
Yes.
And the thing is, with all these roofs are like cast iron, like all the balconies.
Yep.
And they generally wouldn't. So I don't know if they were added. I always thought that was kind of the thing they used to add to make it Australian, you know, around.
Yes, they'd add the verandas and all that. Yeah.
They add a certain sort of facade to say, oh no, this is Australian or, English or American or whatever. But yeah, 1837.
Yep.
Okay. And
Number
that's the
2.
second house. Yeah. So
Yep.
who was making the bricks,
Second house
right?
on the
It
same
the brick
area.
makers. Like, I mean, look at this roof, though.
I
Really?
know. Isn't it beautiful?
They're doing this?
Yep.
1837. All right.
It's crazy, Campbell. It's absolutely crazy.
Look at this chair as well, right? Wrought iron.
Yep.
Who built this?
Exactly. What people don't realise too is around all this time, England was having a lot of trouble, and they weren't manufacturing, doing anything, because they were having problems themselves over there. Hence why they were trying to get money off everyone, and they put a brick tax on things, and window taxes, and taxes on a lot of construction material, because they were trying to get back money from the so-called wars.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
where's all this material coming from?
Overextended, yeah. Who knows? Did you notice this in the background? You reckon that's another house?
Another bit.
Looks
Yes.
like it's another big house, right?
Yep.
Just sitting there.
And that was demolished very early.
And I mean, look how flat this grass is.
Yes.
But Lord, I mean, like
it's pristine.
With the tools they had, we're supposed to believe this was all done by hand. Like
yeah,
they got it
it's
flattened
absolutely
and
pristine.
compacted to this perfect lawn. Like,
Yep.
And it's landscape. Yeah, it's something. Yeah, wow, man. That's cool. Cool house. Cool story, bro.
Cool house, hey. And if you go to Tusculum House, Tusculm House, William Long. I'm holding my phone and it's getting charged. It hurts your hands. Oh shit! Sorry, I don't know what that is. That was all around that area as well.
Top of a castle. Like, what the hell?
Yep.
Look at that, just popping out of the. And look at this roof. It's half under the ground.
I can't find anything on that either.
Here's another bit of a stone wall.
Yep. What do they actually call it? I didn't realise I sent that to you.
This. This
so
is
many places.
Tusculum House is what you've put on it, but I mean,
okay, yep. Yep, I know what I'm doing now. Yeah, that was apparently what was already on there. That's right.
Oh, that was yeah, right. That's what they found when they moved there, is it?
Yeah.
It's the same old thing too, right? This big, massive stone tower, and then next to it there's like this wooden fence and bits of wood over here. It's like two different types of technology.
Yeah. It's just like it's been left. That's what they found, and they've just built around it.
100%, man. That's what they found. Like that's a good photo. That's crazy.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That's Australia in what, the 20s or 30s, I guess, is it?
No, that would be a lot earlier, because that's meant to have been what was on the property. The Tuscan, yeah, because we're talking in the mid-1800s. So he built Tuscan House. Hang on a minute. Mr. Long.
Tusculum.
He acquired that property in 1848, but it was built before then. But that other tower was there. That
was standing there, yeah. Because, obviously, well, they tell us photography, 1827 was the first photo, but that was there. 1848, 60 years after they turned up to a country with nothing in it. They just found that.
Well, let's just go into
what's it called? Camera Tower in Manly by a warrior.
Is it?
That's what it says. Camera Tower Manly.
Oh, camera. Oh, yeah. I stuffed up. Sorry, darling. It's I don't know why you got that, but anyway.
Well, that's very interesting.
But it's a very interesting photo. Yep.
All right, here's Tusculum House. So this is what Mr. Long was living in. Yep.
And I'll just tell you a quick story about this house. So Alexander Spark requested 9-acre allotment from Darling in 1827. He was struggling by 1828, and he got one of the famous architects, Mr. John Verge, which they're all thinking is amazing because he built a lot of our houses, mansions in Sydney. He became financially bankrupt. The house started in 1831, was completed in 1835. Spark never lived in the property because we had a massive, in 1840, we had the big depression that affected everyone.
Oh, in Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, 1840, they lost, yep, a lot of shit happened in 1840 with our land transfer in Melbourne.
Okay.
Leases and things like that that just don't add up. But yeah, a lot of wealth transfer happened in 1840 due to, that was our first depression.
Interesting. Yes, well, we
A lot
can
of banks
see a
went
man.
down.
You can see a top hat dude here.
Yep.
Sitting on his top hat, one of the controllers. This dude's only got a bowler hat. He's only like mid-management.
So because he couldn't afford the property, he leased the house to the first Bishop of New South Wales, Bishop William Broughton, in 1836. And he apparently lived there for, I think it was 14 years. And he enhanced the property, like he didn't own it, but he did all the beautiful gardens and everything around the property and enhanced it immensely. And then the property went into
Receivership?
He lost it, like, yeah, in 1840 to the nationwide depression. So Spark was forced to sell the property in 1841 with the beautiful gardens to Long.
Okay, that's how William got it. All right, so it was built in 4 years in 1836. No plans, no information on how it was built. It's clearly an old world house. Yep. He never lived in it. Then a bishop rented it for 14 years, improved it all, and then it got sold in receivership and bought for cheap.
Yep.
I mean, that sounds like a bit of a story, doesn't it?
Well, how come Long didn't get affected by this recession? This is another thing. It's like I said, the 1840 was a wealth transfer.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, this is, we know they manipulate the economies, right? So depressions are created, but if people have gone in and just sort of, if there's houses and buildings everywhere and people have gone in and just grabbed them,
yep.
Well, maybe they can bring in, taxes and all this kind of stuff, and then have depression, and that's their way to get these houses back for pennies on the dollar, as they say.
They did do that. I've got proof of that in Melbourne.
Yeah, right. Well,
because then they started having the lease stuff come up because of the Crown land. All of a sudden, a lot of these properties that they owned, especially on the outskirts of Victoria, where people had owned it, became Crown land. And next thing, they were leasing that land. And that's how a lot of the really wealthy ones acquired a lot of property, because they leased property that someone else already had. So there you go with the, it's just, they're just taking over.
Yeah, it's an invasion story.
Absolutely. So if you want to go to, where are we? The Clarendon House.
Clarendon Mansion?
Sorry.
What is it called?
Yeah, I don't know.
Clarendon, I don't even know.
Clarendon, I think.
I've got a page of it somewhere. What's it called down here? It doesn't tell me.
Yeah, because I want to go back into that photo we all looked at last week. Last week.
This is photos of Potts Point, other mansions, Clarendon.
Oh, they're all the other mansions that were here.
Photos of J. Martin. Is that
Well, that's Jim.
Yeah.
If you want to look at James Martin, have a look.
So this is
we'll just go through the photos and talk about them. Because you know that that photo of the lice crate the statue that he made. He got made that was identical to. Yep, there we go. Can we
Oh,
zoom
yeah,
in?
that weird thing that's also in Rome. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can you zoom into the far right corner up, please, Campbell? I can see, like, it's melted. There's areas there that look
Yeah.
melted.
Yeah,
Yes.
that definitely looks like bricks on top of something that's been melted. There's a bit more here.
Yes.
I mean, through there, you know, it looks kind of like a rock, but it's in the middle, literally, of this wall staircase.
Yes, and look, and also too, which is something I'm going to look into. Someone commented to me, and I've been looking at the way the bricks have been laid, and you've got a viewer, and I think it's the same viewer that also commented on Guy's, that most of the brickwork everywhere in Australia is Flemish brickwork or Dutch brickwork. And if you look that up, they laid the bricks totally different to the English and how we lay bricks now. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So I'm just trying to have a look.
Do we know how that is?
Well, that's a good example. That brick wall there with the melted stuff. Yes, that is Dutch Flemish brickwork, which means they use a long brick and then they butt it up with two short bricks with the shorter side facing towards you. So one goes that way and one butts up this way. So one will go that way, then you'll have two going the long way. So one will go that way, two will go the long way, so you only get the short square bit, and then you'll have long again. And they alternate that all the way through. The English don't lay bricks like that. The English lay bricks, you know, this way.
Mm.
So there's a lot of Flemish Dutch brickwork in a lot of the mansions and the buildings, which I found very interesting.
Well, that would make the wall very thick as well, wouldn't it? Very thick and strong if these are going long ways into it. That's interesting.
And then
I was just to say, look at these pots. These, you know, what are they? Plant pots. That's what they look like. But these are everywhere, man. They're just on the top of buildings everywhere.
Everywhere. But I just found that melted area very interesting. I've got there's going to be a picture I'll show you. Why would that be melted? I mean, we're talking. He started doing this garden between 1853 and 1866, apparently. This photo was taken, look at the time span this photo was meant to be taken.
1858 to 1869. So they don't know. They're just whacking numbers out there.
They don't know, because everywhere I've been reading, the whole garden was already being enjoyed by people by 1866.
Yeah. So it's they don't know. And I don't know what this is. This ground or is this water? It looks like there's some plants coming through, so I don't know what's happening there.
I think there's another photo that I found that shows you that area, and it becomes very lush with plants.
Oh, okay.
It's got the two sphinx on there as well.
So this is crazy, man. Like even this, I don't know, is it melted? You can definitely see the lines there. That's definitely, it may be rendered, possibly, but this you can definitely see the lines, can't you? No, it's not rendered, this one. You can see mortar lines or join lines all through it.
And also, if you go straight up again to sort of where the Sphinx are and up, you'll see that rounded brickwork.
This, up here.
No.
Oh, there, there.
Yeah, look how perfect that is, Cam.
It is, I mean,
we're not, you know, again, go back to the bricks. We are not making, and I don't care what anyone says, we are not making bricks in factories with the kilns to make these bricks perfect. We are still hand making bricks.
Yeah, totally.
I don't care
that's what the narrative says. Totally.
Up to 1865, the narrative tells us that bricks were still handmade. There was no commercial furnaces at that time to make the bricks. Why? And then
there
We've got
wasn't
perfect
any
bricks in the
brickmaker of
circular.
significance. Like there wasn't a brickmaker that could
No,
make a lot of bricks until almost pretty much 1900, right?
exactly, exactly. So this photo was taken, and I've got the collection, Campbell. This photo was taken by, now let me have a little looky here.
You know, who was making all the, is this cement? All these balustrades, who was making them? What are they
Exactly.
made of? And why are they exactly the
The
same as
mould.
buildings all around the realm?
Yep. Now, Sir Thomas Wingate took this photo, and he has got a whole collection, which I've sent to you, of this area. There was 3 mansions, and there was Toll Cottage, Percy Lodge, and Clarence. And they were right next to each other. And so he was able to go through, he describes it. I've sent you what he describes, or what people described of it. But you could go through, and the properties interconnected. Their gardens were all interconnected.
Oh.
So you can see he does a whole collection of the area. And it's under.
Do I have those? Or is that
Yes,
that link?
it's probably. No, I sent you. No, hang on a minute. I sent it to you a day ago. It's called Major Thomas Wingate's Collection or something.
Yeah, I think, hang on. Is that what this is? Major Thomas Wingate. Yes, okay. Yes. Let me just get back to the start here. All right.
Now, this is him taking photos of that point, that Potts Point area, and the cottages, or the mansions that were all on that point.
So there's a nice house. Look at what they're wearing, man.
Yep.
Like, this is well-made stuff, right?
It's very well-made stuff. And that's another point, Campbell. What's going on there?
Sorry, someone's sending me messages. Gosh, I need to turn it off.
That's right. So I want to bring this point up really quickly before I forget it. A very lovely friend of mine, Mary, who's a big viewer of yours too.
Oh, hello, Mary.
She rang me the other day, and she said to me after she heard me and Guy talking, she said, which is the most obvious question and I thought, why haven't I thought of this? She said, with all the wars that were going on and everything that was happening in that 18th century and earlier 19th century, who was making all the uniforms? Who was sewing them? Because there was no sewing machines. Who was out there bringing the cotton and the material in to make the material? Who was making the buttons? Who was making the hats? Who was making the leather shoes? And most of the time these wars happened overnight, and all of a sudden you got 200,000 uniforms ready for the soldiers. Who was making them when the men were all out to war?
That's a good point, and I thought, right?
Bloody brilliant, Mary. You beauty.
It's like what happened 5 years ago, right? It was like, who made all the stickers that suddenly appeared on the floor? Remember that from 5 years ago? Don't you know, 6 feet apart or whatever that crap was?
Yes.
Clearly they had it. I mean, and look at this too. Like, this is a big brick building here, double story.
Yep.
And they just built this little wooden ladder.
Right?
Same up here, big masonry house, and look, just a wooden picket fence. Like, you know, not very well built. But these clothes, man, look how well dressed they are. Look at that.
No, I know.
That's crazy, right?
Just beautiful. Yep. So this is all in that Potts Point area.
So he's a well-dressed man. Are they flying? I thought they were flying a kite. Is that like a string going up? No.
I'm going to turn you around so I can see this better.
All of them are very well dressed, right?
Yeah.
Got their hats on, you know.
What's happened?
And it's all fitted. It all looks fairly fitted, right? Especially this guy. It's like it's It's like it's not secondhand clothing that they've found. It's like it's made for them.
Exactly. See, who's making it all? Like I keep saying, I don't think the sewing machine was invented till the late 1800s. And even then, we had no factories. There was no mass manufacturing of clothing. So everything was handmade. So unless they got a lot of this from England, which they might have, but who made the soldiers' uniforms?
Mm. Yeah,
The
yeah. I
belts.
mean, yeah, and just all, all the police and all those kind of people that would have been around.
Yep.
Yeah, there would have been no warehousing, right? No roads to distribute it. But
No.
somehow they're all like, look at this lady, look at this. Look at the intricacy of that dress. And look how many layers, man. This is Australia.
Layers.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
look how many layers they've
How?
got. Like,
And again, they're not.
It's crazy,
yeah.
right?
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is. I'm looking at the shadows now. Have we got shadows? Gee, she's a bit. That whole side of the picture looks a bit weird, doesn't it?
A bit weird, yeah. It does.
Bit out of focus, I wonder if that's been added or something. I don't know.
It does look a bit. There's a lot of There's sort of
Again,
It doesn't look right. She's dark.
She's dark. Yeah.
I wonder if that's Isabella.
Yeah, right. Could be.
Mm.
We've got the sun going. I guess. Yeah, right. So, sun's coming this way, right?
Yep.
Shadow there. So why doesn't she have a shadow there? See that shadow? Shadow's across. So if the sun's here, she should have a shadow when there's a bit of a line, I guess, but not really. I don't know. Yeah,
it's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? They're very dark.
It's just strange looking. Yeah, and very light at the back and dark at the front, right?
Yes.
I mean.
But he was an amateur photographer, please, Campbell. So, we have to allow for that.
Well, okay. I think back then, weren't they? I mean, look at the clothes.
Yep.
It's just crazy, right? And this person's
and the umbrellas.
Maybe they're walking.
Yeah, they obviously move too much, Campbell.
Yes.
But the umbrellas, the bonnet,
the
umbrella, that parasols, that's it. And they were very intricate.
Yeah. It looks like that one's weaved or something. I mean, clearly it's not plastic, right?
No.
But I mean, look at them. They've all got hats and bonnets on and
fully clothed up.
Straight right to the ground, and look at the ground they're walking on. It's just like dirt.
Pristine. Yep.
But
they're talking about no water. They've got no fresh water and stuff, and yet these people are just so layered. How do they survive with all those layers in our heat? But again, beautifully made home.
I know, right? It's a crazy photo. It would make sense if they were standing on green grass or something a bit more, but Australia was this before 1850. I mean, look.
1830.
1830, I reckon.
Well, it's saying about the 1830s, which Clarendon shouldn't even be there.
What have we got here? Thomas Wingle Papers, 1830 to 1850. Okay.
There you go.
So that's very early for photography, man. Oh, he's got a doggy. Hello, old doggy. And even this up the back, that's curved as well, isn't it? See, it curves around the wall, yeah.
Yep. And what are the bricks? I can't see with my phone, but are the bricks
there's a small one there. Long. Yeah, there are definitely some small ends in there.
Yeah, the Flemish Dutch bricklaying style, which is another thing we need to look at.
Yes, the Dutch. Of course, I was just in the Netherlands with the Dutch.
You
Interesting
were.
place.
Look
You
at
know,
that.
you don't think about it as being this big, powerful country anymore. Not anymore, but you know, Dutch East
No.
India Company, Dutch West India Company, they were in Australia in the 60s, I think. You know,
Oh, they're
Dur
burly. Are
Cartron,
we're going to do a dive on that one? You've got no idea what's coming up. But you
no,
know what,
no.
Campbell? I was watching a documentary on Ballarat and the gold stuff in Ballarat. And I found
Yeah.
he said a very interesting thing. It was a mainstream one, but he said a very interesting thing about three gentlemen that came up onto the goldfields of Ballarat, surveying the area and checking their companies. And one of them was the manager of the East Indies.
Oh, of the East India Company or the East Indies, like the
East
whole
Indies
region.
Company
The East,
of
yeah,
the of
Dutch
the
East India
the
Company.
British East Indies Company.
Oh, British East
What's he
India
doing in
Company.
Ballarat? What's he doing in Ballarat?
Ballarat. What?
Yeah, shouldn't he be trading his spices and stuff over in, the South Pacific? But no, he's in Ballarat.
Ballarat. Look at this person.
Yes, look
They
at
don't
that
look
dress.
particularly Caucasian, do they?
No, definitely not. That's what I mean. I think Isabel was dark-skinned. Definitely.
Yeah. I don't know what this little wooden thing is, but yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? See, look at these. These are big stone, these are
Yes,
gate
the
posts,
pillars there.
but fence posts as well, right? Big stone,
Yep.
wrought iron, and it's just joined onto this, like
Yep.
picket wooden fence. That's the two different types of technology,
Exactly.
right? This is what they
Yep.
found. This is what they could build.
Yep. How is that property though, Campbell? Have a look at it.
Yeah, man. Oh, wow.
I mean,
Okay, there's statues there as well. Look at that statue, and
yep.
there's another one there. That might be one there. Don't know.
So I wonder if that's Percy Lodge. Looks like a lodge, doesn't it?
Looks like a castle.
I know.
Does it tell me what these photos are?
No,
No, it's just got
there's no description, Campbell.
big ones. Oh my
No.
gosh! Well, look at this.
Yep. I wish
Okay,
I could
this
see
is
it. It's all on the phone.
Sydney. Oh, so this is, I'm guessing, the rocks kind of area in Sydney.
Yep. Have a look at it. Yep. Have a
But
look
look
at it.
this. This is pre-1850, and look, we've got even a big castle up on the
Yep.
hill here. Look at that. It's got a
Yep.
full-on turret. Got walls here. Another bit of a house. Another
It's
massive tower
unbelievable,
on
isn't
the
it?
top. Look at that with a big
Yep.
antenna.
Another big mansion.
Fields, and this is like 3 stories. 3 stories. Like these are all. Oh my gosh! What are these? 1, 2, 3, 4-story townhouses.
They had townhouses on, Potts Point.
There's
Yep.
our ladder. There's our controller, and of course, no people in the photo apart from
No,
Mr. Controller
no.
and his hat. And this is crazy. The Royal Museum. Wonder what
Yep.
they had to
Why would they
show.
need a museum?
Exactly right. It's a brand new country, apparently.
Oh my God, I love it when a plan comes together.
That's another castle. Oh my God, there's one castle here,
Yes.
and there's another castle here.
Yes. They're fascinating, aren't they?
And
You can look at them all
is
day. I
very
have been.
too. See, how this is stepped up. You probably can't see it, but you know how they do the pictures of the edge of the buildings, and they're like stepped up. They're like steps.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's one of
Yeah.
those here.
Well,
You see that like all through Amsterdam and the Netherlands. That building style's everywhere.
there's steps still now that you have to walk up, sandstone steps, to get to what was this area.
Yeah, right. Someone's left their door open, but geez, that's a good photo, man. That's a good one.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Oh, look at this again. Look at the clothes.
Yep.
Okay, so she
Yep.
looks Asian. Like, who
Yep.
exactly was here? She looks dark skinned. Jeez, man, they're pretty clear, right? For photos that are
They are
what,
brilliant, Campbell.
125 years old or
Brilliant.
something. And
Yep.
look, just buildings everywhere, like street lamp. There
Yep.
you go. Where's the electricity or the gas coming from?
Exactly. Oh, look at that.
I mean,
Look at the house there.
that's
If that
crazy,
doesn't
man.
tell you that we've been freaking lied to for so long, nothing does it?
It's crazy, man. Wow. That's a good photo. They're both good photos.
And
This is a good collection. Yeah.
and you know, there's no frigging excuses that photography was shit, because look at this. And this is an
I know,
amateur
right?
photographer.
Yeah. I mean, these are better than a lot of the
That's all they
images
were
we get today.
capable of then.
They're better than the UFO images we get today, that's for sure. Really,
But I'm looking at that makeshift fence in the background. I mean, but have a look at that.
this fence is falling apart already, but yeah, I know, right? Is that a windmill maybe? I can't zoom in any further, unfortunately.
Well, they had windmills in that time frame.
Massive, it looks like a tower.
I've got other photos of the ports, Campbell.
And even the kids, like, very well dressed. Everyone's got their hats.
Always.
And then some farmland. Oh, okay.
Yep.
And the women
in the same area.
women doing work in their full dress. Look at that. They've just got little aprons on.
Yep.
They must be hot.
It looks hot, doesn't it? But that's in the same area. This is all part of that, you know.
That's a mango tree, I think. That looks like a mango tree.
I can't see it.
Can't see any mangoes on it, but the leaves look very mango-y.
But that's another telltale sign of the fruits and the veggies they were growing too.
Yeah.
Pineapples. We had pineapples here.
Yeah, right. And they're supposed to come from, where do they come from? Hawaii, is it? Definitely not Australia.
It's not Australia,
probably South America. But look, they're all dressed up in their big Sunday best and apparently
out in the
working.
field.
Maybe it's just photo opportunity, maybe. I don't know.
Anything for a photo opportunity, Campbell.
I know, right? You've got to rebuild the history. I mean, there's some big building out the back here. You can't really see much, but... And already divided into fields. Like, they've done pretty well to clear all this land in their dresses.
Absolutely.
Jeez. Okay, that's kind of the same photo. There's a few more in the photo opportunity now.
Yeah, that's all that is. But have a look at this. What's coming up?
Awesome.
Where's that?
Oh, what? Okay.
What is that, Campbell?
Oh, my God.
It's on Potts Point. Have a look at the size of the walls.
Okay, massive doors.
Yep, and very Moorish again.
Yeah,
it's
with this sort of oniony sort of opening. Yeah, definitely very Moorish.
Yep. We had a lot of Moorish type architecture as well.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, isn't it, Campbell?
Yeah, Australia, man, that's very out of place.
Here we go. That's the same building I'm tipping. But that's been removed, the roof of that. Where is it? What sort of roof did that have?
They've just chopped it off.
I'm tipping that's the same building, personally, that you've just seen those thick walls from.
The last one, like this one.
Yeah, because look, Because, yeah, but go to the left more. Go to the left of that picture more. Yeah, the left. Go right to the far left. Keep going. No, can't see it. There's just that wall on that far left. I've just got a feeling that might be the wall that you've just seen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, there's stairs here, and it looks like there's stairs. So you can see stairs
Inside
here.
Yeah.
Going up. So,
Yeah,
it could just be over to the side of that. And it does have, these, right, over the windows here.
Yes. So was that a castle? Is that why they're...
Sorry. Doorway, we've got a similar one of 3 there.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. Is that a castle?
Is that a castle? And they've chopped the top off.
It could be, man.
We can't have that.
It shouldn't be there.
We have to. Yeah, white skies, vanilla sky, that one.
Jeez. All right, it's only okay.
So I think this is part of that family.
Man, look at this.
Yep.
Oh, wow, okay. Look at this woodwork here.
It's amazing, isn't it?
So that would have been inside one of these houses.
Yes.
I mean, they're all very well
Look at the
dressed.
lace work.
Very clean.
Look at the lace work. Well, they are convict elites.
Yeah, I know, right? They're definitely elites. This is what you would expect to see, in pictures of, the aristocracy in England, right?
Yes.
Not ex-convicts in Australia. I mean, look,
exactly.
all the furniture. Just look at this chair, man. It's like
it's just amazing.
Leather. It's all turned wood. It's crazy. So they were living large, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they certainly were. Okay, on that, I'll get a photo of that. Hold that thought about how they were living. I want you to listen to this that I found.
Okay.
This is from Mr. Darling. Governor Ralph Darling. Due to the lack of social and physical distance between the classes, Governor Ralph Darling sought out a higher ground to better suit and serve social appointments for the upper class. The elevated position of Woolloomooloo Hill, Potts Point, with views towards the bay and proximity to the distance of proximity to the city, was seen as a fine place for Sydney's elite and professionals to live. This was written in 1825. His requirements were house or mansions to be expensive, and their gardens must be extensive. The gardens must be of beauty and of great size. In 1828, Darling granted allotments of land on condition that all plans be met and set by a criteria. Houses must be worth more than £1,000 at that time, face the city, and architectural designs to be submitted for approval to Mr. Darling himself. Okay, is that a cover story or what?
Yep. Basically, yeah, they built it all right because they were told they have to be expensive and extensive. But, I mean, look at this pot here. Is that a pot?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
And we've got all these holes going under, is it going to a lower
holes,
level? Yep. Steps going up. It's just, I mean, these are crazy good photos, right? You can always see their faces.
So I wonder if that's I wonder if that's Cledon Home, the house, Cledon Mansion.
Yeah, it could be, right? Look at all this ironwork up here.
Mm-hmm.
Like fence, and we've got a second story which has been cut off. But yeah, it could be,
Yeah,
right? We've
I'd
got
say that.
this
Look at that door again, Moorish.
Moorish as, right? And that's what
Yep.
was above the doorway in that other photo. Like it was a bit. This is more pointy, but in
Yes.
that other photo of that big, this one, see
Yep.
how it's got 3 over the door as well.
Yep.
And what have we got here in the ironwork? We've got these pointy bits. So I mean, that could all be part of the same house.
Yep.
What's the ironwork?
Beautiful.
Like? Oh yeah, same kind of seed
Beautiful.
point ironwork.
Yep.
Crazy. I mean, and look at this roof and all this ironwork here. Like, look at that
It's
roof.
beautiful.
What's that
Yep.
made of? It must be some kind of iron, I guess. But that's not
Oriental.
You don't whack that up in the backyard with a hammer and a rock, do you? You know, that's
No, definitely not.
And everyone very, very well dressed.
Yep.
Dressed for England. Oh, look at this dude. Scottish.
Yes.
He's got a kilt on.
Yep.
And that,
He's got a kilt on.
And yeah, what's that called? Their tartan, I guess, and the hat. Yeah, right. Interesting. I mean, wow.
Are they the original owners?
Well, who knows? Yeah, I don't know.
Are we looking at the originals?
Well, I mean, this is the thing. We don't know how old these photos are either.
We don't. We don't.
Tell us, right? Yeah, they just put them in a book and write a number on it, and that's all we know. But I mean, look at
and
these
it's funny
people.
bring. Yeah.
Sorry,
when I was. No, it's funny you say that because I was watching a documentary on a photographer in Newcastle. Newcastle's another one. My God. Anyway, 8,000 photos they've discovered. And he was a photographer that just loved taking photos. And he was taking photos from the early 1840s right up until till he died. And when the museum and the Historical Society received these photos and started digitalising them, he not only took photos, he diarised everything and every person and every event. And they said it was the only collection they'd ever received with such detail because most of the time they have to guess the dates. That was from a museum and from historian.
They have to guess the dates. How cool. At least they let us know.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
I mean, look at this. And this is something I haven't mentioned. Like, this is a greenhouse. This is all glass.
Yep.
Like,
Where'd they get that
as
from?
all of these windows, all glass.
Yep.
Who's making the glass in 30s, 40s,
1830, 1850.
Yeah. Like,
but
who's making the glass for and a lot of it, right?
Yeah,
like,
but it looks very overgrown at this point too, Campbell. It doesn't look as pristine, that one, as the other picture.
Yeah, I mean, it could be winter, I guess, for these trees, but it doesn't look, manicured, does it? Especially this one.
No.
Definitely looks a bit overgrown.
Yeah.
Like they've just found it.
Yep. For a new building, supposedly.
Some kid with his cool boat, crappy wooden fence. And then at the same time, we have this house.
Yes. Again, a different style again. Maybe that's Percy Lodge. That looks more like a lodge, doesn't it?
It does a bit. Whoever this is, they have 8 daughters.
Yeah, well, that's probably the Martins because he had 8 daughters.
Oh, okay.
He had 8 daughters and 6 sons. So maybe that was all part of that family.
I mean, look at this blind. It looks like a modern Venetian blind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
See this?
Yep. Yep. The shutters. What are they? Those shutters. What are they called again? Oh
Well,
gosh.
Venetian blinds, aren't they? Is that what we call them?
Yeah. Yeah. No. No. Yes. Yep.
See here, this one's closed.
Yes, it is. Yes.
See, it's broken a bit, but I mean, this, you know, what would have been had to have handmade out of wood or something. I don't know how, you know, wood, I guess.
Veneer.
It's
Handmade out of veneer wood.
Broken, right? This one's broken too.
So how old is this place then?
Yeah, this looks like it's been sitting pulled up for ages. So again, yeah, like, and even the roof, right?
Yep.
It looks a bit dirty.
Look how old that looks. Yep.
Yeah. So they're like, yeah, this is our new house. We haven't cleaned it up yet. Again, down here, right? Look at all the dirt at the bottom.
Yep.
All the grime around here. Interesting. Oh, there's 2 more people down here.
Yeah, little hobbits.
They look like hobbits, don't they? I just can't believe how well dressed they are, man. And how crisp these photos are. Like,
yeah, they're amazing.
Crazy.
Absolutely amazing.
All right, what else?
The bridge.
Oh, what happened to his face? All their faces look a bit weird, don't they? That's weird.
Yeah, they all moved.
They all moved at the wrong time. They all sneezed.
What is that one on the left wearing? I can't see it very well. What is that outfit?
I think, yeah, it is a suit. It's like a white suit, I think. But it's like he's done his top button up only and a weird hat.
Okay.
But it looks a bit weird. It looks a bit clownish.
It does.
This lady looks like she's had another face just like stuck on her. I don't know why. This dude's like, he's a shape-shifting lizard. But
yeah, that's a weird one.
But over in the background, is that a windmill? I think it is. I don't know. What is that? That's weird.
I'm going to have to look on this at the big screen because I can only see little.
Yeah. And buildings in the background, but there's something that does look like a windmill. Maybe it was spinning or something. Looks a bit weird. Very nice big bridge here.
Absolutely. A lot of iron.
Yeah, that's iron, isn't it? It is, I think.
Looks iron to me.
So, I mean, again, how are they building iron bridges like that? That has to come out of a proper factory, right, where they can make precise precision pieces.
Correct.
Okay, another house just in the middle of the
nowhere.
Plants. Just middle of nowhere. So bananas again, right? Bananas are from South America, we're told. These are banana plants.
Yes.
100%.
Oh, there's a lot of things that don't add up, Campbell, I'll tell you. There we go. Now the Martins will be in there. The girls, I think that's the girls. But it can't be.
Could be Isabella, no?
That's it. That looks like Isabella.
It does, doesn't it?
But it can't be.
Like
if it's 1850, the latest these were taken, then the timeline's not right at all, Campbell.
She should be, she's too old.
She's still having babies up until 1870, and that garden wasn't done until like in the mid to late 1850s. That terracing. So the timelines aren't fitting.
Oh, look, that's that lady.
Yes.
From the picture, from the Clarendon house picture, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
That's 100% her.
And that's what I'm saying. The timelines can't be right, Campbell, because that terrace is already done. And yet they're saying that he did start doing the gardens in 1853 or something.
Oh, here we go. We've got a TWO. I don't know what that means. Oh, TW October 29, 1861, they're saying. So this is...
Oh, okay. Well,
61.
Why don't they say that?
But
even 1861...
That's the 1840s, isn't it? So this is like 20 years after that other photo. Is that right?
No. That one that we just looked at before with all the stonework, his terrace stuff, he wasn't meant to start that till about 1853.
Okay. So that could, so that kind of matches. So that's definitely that lady in it, and this could be.
Yeah. It's definitely that lady that's on the far right of that of the other picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where I've got that other picture, but let's just see. These are interesting. I'm just going to go through these photos because they're very cool. I mean, crap, look at the size of that house.
Yeah.
That's massive. Like, why are they building mansions everywhere? Like, when there's...
Because Mr. Darling wanted them to.
Oh, that's right.
Campbell,
Extensive
Mr. Darling said they had to. It's a cover story for what was already there. It's
what
ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Wow,
I mean, you've got roads and driveways and immaculate gardens and some gardens already that haven't been touched yet. You've got terraces that have been built in no time, going down to the edge of Potts Point.
That's crazy.
The times just don't add up.
Yeah, I mean, and there's definitely, well dressed, right? At least Indigenous. It even looked like there was a couple of Asians in there, but well dressed, right? And part of high society by the looks of it.
Yes.
Got their big mansions and those clothes, man. Those dresses.
Who makes them?
Australia,
who's making them?
And why are they wearing them? Is the climate different? Even the guys, right? They got shirt, vest, jacket. I mean, was it cooler back then? And then you got the whole thing of they're getting around on horse and buggy or horseback, which again, why would you be having these big dresses? It's just...
You'd die in them, wouldn't you? Yeah, dehydration. It wouldn't matter how much you drank. It's just a lot of layers, isn't it?
It's a lot of layers, and you'd have to drink a lot of water, which would mean you'd have to go to the toilet a lot, and that would be rather difficult, I would think, in one of those dresses.
Absolutely. So just to make your mind boggle a little bit more, Campbell, why don't you go to we've got the Clarendon House at the back.
Mansions, photos of the pop points, no. Article on tunnel.
Is it show Clarendon House at back? Have you got that one?
Hang on, Clarendon, is that it there? Photo. Lisket Clarendon, is that it?
No.
No, we've seen that one. Sorry.
That's all right.
Going through all these folders. Mansions, Elizabeth Lifton, we've done that. Other mansions.
Well, they're the ones that have been demolished. Have a quick look at those. There's only a few of those, but there's more, but only put in a few. Have a look at them. And like I said to you, Campbell, I was still researching this morning because I knew there was something else I had to find, which always happens. Guess what I found? We'll go back to that in a minute. A late recent... There we go. Potts Point.
Nice dome up there. I mean, look at all... What? Look at all of these flags.
Yes.
It looks like they've tried to rub them out or something, right? And they've all got this grey around them. What's going on there?
And there's two domes there.
The photo is pretty crisp, right? That's a pretty good photo. And then it's just, what's this?
They've tried to smudge stuff out. That's what it looks like.
And look at this. That's very Moorish, right?
Yep.
Even here, we've got the inlays with the onions.
Yep. And we've got two domes.
Got the dome there, and a dome there with a Antiquitech spire on it. I mean, and that looks very similar, right, to that Clarendon house.
Clayton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like they've got this this balustrade, which is all over Melbourne still, by the way, like, because we're told it's Italian,
Yep.
right? And they whack it everywhere, but they're just cement now. But who was making
Yep.
these? And look at the brickwork. Like, look at,
Yep.
like, they're perfect joint. That's almost, that's
It's
very
perfect joinery and perfect brickwork. Yep.
perfect, right? I've got a little, is that Atlas holding the world up? I don't know. Little statues. I mean, wow. Yeah, right, man. Geez, so they knocked that one over. Oh my God, look at this. Look at that thing.
Yes.
Again, right?
This
It's
is
looking
Australia, for God's
nice.
sake.
Yeah, Australia.
Yep.
Like, look at the size of this light pole.
Yep.
That's huge. But that's crazy.
Look
Another
at this.
castle. There's so many castles in
Yep.
Australia, man. So that's been knocked over. That's not.
Yep.
Oh,
It doesn't exist anymore. Gone. Most of them are gone.
bloody hell. Bloody parasites.
Yep. They're magnificent.
I know, right? So they've literally walked in and found a
Yep.
complete, whatever you want to call it, right? Civilization, city.
Yep.
Like, they founded it all, man.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Do you want to keep going or you want to do a stage 2?
Yeah, well, I think we'll have to do a stage 2 because I just took up half the time looking at photos. What are we at? We're coming up on 2
We've
hours.
got a lot of photos, but what I was going to say to you was I was still going this morning because I knew there was something I had to find, and I found it. Was a very late article describing that there's tunnels in this area.
Yes. All right. So first of all, we have this. So I'm guessing this is the original. That's the
Now, that's
statue
what's
from
left
Clarence
over.
House. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. So
that's
what we
that's
see
all
sitting
that's
there.
left.
So how? I
Now,
mean, it looks very intricate as well. But I mean,
do you know what that
what's that got to do with it?
symbolises?
What's that symbolize?
Exactly. It symbolises the Mother Creator,
Mother
the lion.
Creator. Okay.
The lion was always symbolised the mother and the feminine, the feminine, and that is a mother, a feminine, and a lion. That represents, that symbolises the mother.
Yeah, right. Interesting.
Yes, which I found very interesting too, because I'm right into that. And that's what's left over. They decided to totally demolish the area for the Royal Australian Navy, and then decided, let's just do up the stairs area and just leave a little bit of Clarendon Mansion.
Okay, geez. Okay, well, thanks for that little bit. Restored Clarence Garden Steps at HMAS Catterbull, 1995. In the 1970s, Jack Gibbs, head gardener at Catterbull, began excavating and reconstructing remnants of the Clarence Garden. So he restored it, and then they kept it by the looks of it. Now, where was the tunnels? They are there. Mystery of the Underground Tunnels. Okay.
Give that a read.
So one of the suburb's most intriguing legends is the existence of secret tunnels beneath its streets. Stories suggest that these tunnels linked historic mansions to Sydney Harbour. Some believe they were used for smuggling, of course, while others suggest they were built for more secretive meetings between high-ranking officials. Anecdotal accounts hint that some tunnels connect to Garden Island, a key naval base, though no official documents confirm this. The idea persists, sparking the curiosity of historians. Okay, so there's a Garden Island, in Sydney Harbour,
yes.
is there?
Yes, and that's another thing.
There's one off Perth as well called Garden Island, and it's also a big naval base.
Aha.
Interesting.
Well, there was 14 islands originally in that bay. There's only 7 now. Garden Island is a military base, and so's where that Clarendon Mansion was. And apparently Yeah, it's meant to have subterranean tunnels. They even admit it.
Nice. So from the top, so basically it's saying connecting the mansions and going down to the harbour. But I mean, this
Yes.
whole story of smuggling, this whole narrative of, you know, the tunnels came after, like they built everything, then people just went and tunneled their way through and
It's
bricked
just
up there. I
stupid.
mean, it doesn't, no, it is stupid.
It's
Like
just a stupid
they
story.
were there. And the reason we know that, you know, a big, you know, point, a big hint is they're everywhere.
Yes.
Like, and especially now they're just being discovered every city all over the world.
Everywhere.
Everyone's got underground tunnels that were
Yep.
just taken over, right, by those people who wanted to have their secret societies. They just took them over and hid them. Made them secret.
And you know what? You know, the strange thing was, you know, that lice crate statue that James Martin had that took pride and place in his garden.
Yeah, the big,
That I've
thing.
actually got, if you want to bring that up, I've actually got that. It's under
Potts Point Garden, is that it?
maybe whatever's left there.
Have we looked at this yet? I don't know that we have. Hang on.
But anyway, he put that there. Do you know how he put that there, Campbell? On the axis.
Horse and buggy.
No, it was put in the exact spot because it was on the axis of the property and Clark Island. Now, that is the Martins as well.
Look at this statue.
Yep.
That's justice, isn't it? It looks like it. It's got the scroll. I mean,
that's James Martin and his wife again.
And his wife, yes, yeah, that's her again. She's
and the
always
young daughters.
But I mean, look at that view, man. Jeez. So is that Clark Island there?
Yes, that's Clark Island.
Okay.
Which is close to Garden Island.
These plant pots, man, they're bloody everywhere. What are
they? They're huge.
Because they never have plants in them. So what are they?
But they don't have plants in them, exactly.
No, they're some kind of, I don't know, vase or urn or something.
I love that photo. I just love it.
That's cool. That's a great photo. Like, and even here, right? You see this nice curve in the
Yep.
I mean, geez,
it's the most beautiful.
What, 50s or something in Australia? That's crazy.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like if you saw that photo come up on you, here we go. This is the port as well. Have a look at that. Look at that.
And this is, again, right, masonry wall, and you can even see that looks like it's been the top. You see how it's got these bits missing, like when you see the castle in inverted brackets. That's that look, right? It's just too low. And down here, just wood.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But have a look in the distance.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, that.
Moorish again.
That's crazy.
Charles is going to love me saying that. Charles Ross, who does all the Moorish history stuff. He keeps asking me, do you think the Moors were in Australia? I said, yes, they were. I'm sure of it.
I think they were everywhere, man.
Yep.
And there's some big, that's crazy. Like, what is that doing?
That's a big building.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
And the buildings on the other point, they're big. There's more. This is from Potts as well.
Geez, that's a clear look how good this photo is.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I mean, look
absolutely
at this.
Beautiful.
So that's very okay. Is that Potts Point? Is that?
Yeah, that's Potts Point.
Is that Clare? That looks like a house in
that's probably
maybe.
Yeah. I couldn't work it out because once you zoom in it's not as clear, but that's Potts Point. And have a look at the edging.
Yeah, I was going to say, not to mention down here, this is all man-made edging on the river.
Exactly.
All man-made. And look up here.
Yep. Look at
Right,
all the
look at all
houses.
the houses, and look at all these chimney tower things. See them all
Yep.
sticking up?
Yep.
But
Yep.
that's just completely built out. That's crazy. And over here as well, look at these are big, big buildings.
They're big. No,
They're
no
big.
wonder the French explorer who came through in 1819 was blown away with what he saw when he came into Sydney, which we'll discuss in our next one.
In our next one. All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
The radical terrace. But yeah, here's like, look at this. This is
Yeah.
laid stone edges going into the river. Like
Yep.
why? What for what purpose would that serve if you're still trying to build a colony, right? Glass house covered in glass.
Yep. Yep.
Where's the glass coming from?
Oh.
Look at these houses. Look, another castle top almost. Look at the
Yep.
spires everywhere.
The spires, yep.
Very inspiring stuff. Right.
Okay, now have a look at this one. Have a look at the names. We've got on the right, Claredon Mansion.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
That's Claredon.
Clarendon, yeah. Bellevue.
And then you go down and you'll see what we were seeing before, the terrace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty ornate, isn't it?
Yeah.
And these were the mansions that were right next door.
And of course, more. Look at these walls.
Yep, more terraces. So what were the names of the ones up there?
And then a nice apartment building, brutalistic.
Oh, yeah. No, there's a name on that cottage up the top because they had terraces as well.
The Temple of the Winds. What? Bellevue Gardens up here. Clarence, Potts Point, Clarence, 1940. What? Jenna Chatsworthy and Bellevue Gardens demolished in 2006. They demolished this and this.
Yeah.
So is that one big building? Is it with this sitting on the top?
Yes. Yes. It was huge.
That's huge. And built right into the cliff, right?
Yep.
But that's crazy, man. Look at these look like two massive pillars.
Yes. The Greek. It's a Greek. What is it? Pavilion, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, remember they also had a Greek amphitheater.
Yes.
In Sydney.
Yes. And that Clark's Island, the story for Clark Island was that a lieutenant who came in 1795 or 96 decided there wasn't enough food for the Sydney people, for the colony, so he asked for permission to do a garden on the island and plant potatoes and corn and other vegetables. Okay. And it didn't work. It didn't work because it was stolen.
Because it was stolen.
We're 3.5 kilometres out, and people are going out there and stealing the vegetables. So he decided.
Yeah, well, I mean, that makes sense because there wasn't much land around at that point for you to grow your veggies, right?
No, exactly. And you just reminded me, they even say in that 1830s time that there was just not enough houses. Isabella had trouble. That she was lucky to get these mansions to live in because houses were very scarce to lease.
Houses are very scarce. We've only got this 15-bedroom mansion for you. Will that do? Just make sure you put in extensive gardens and you'll be right. I mean, it's dumb, not enough houses, right? Not enough buildings, but then by the late 1800s, they start knocking stuff down.
Exactly. They were already knocking some of those beautiful mansions down in the early 1860s, 1870s. Why? Why would you do that if you've got...
Makes no sense
at all.
So
frustrating. So frustrating.
I know. Yeah. All right.
It really is. But I have to finish. Can I finish the story?
You can finish. Yes, you can finish the story.
So Isabel left Martin, as we know, with her children because she was scared that whatever was in Brushcutter Shaw was killed her 2 children and her sister of typhoid. So she left him. James got very, very ill, and he built a very, it was a big house, but it was just a weatherboard house for himself. He was alone after the whole time after she left. And like I said, he achieved a lot. But his family apparently was very important to him. He loved his family. And she realised that much later, as she got older, and she was living on her own probably by 1901. So she had a mausoleum type, not a mausoleum, but a big Tuscany type pavilion built right on the harbour, overlooking the harbour when he died. When he died, because did he die? Hang on, I'm getting my stories mixed up. Hang on. She had it built for both of them. So when they died, they'd still be together in death, looking over the harbour, as they used to from Claredon House.
Wow. So, I mean, yeah, for ex-convicts in a colony with hardly any resources and no transportation or warehouses or factories or anything, they were just building houses left, right and centre, right, and whacking stuff up and acquiring stuff. I mean, yeah, well, we're going to have to get into this, learn about the French, because, I mean, just with those pictures, I mean, it's pretty, I mean, we knew anyway, but it's pretty clear that there was clearly,
clear. The evidence.
There was already a civilization here, the buildings were here, there was clearly, I don't know, manufacturing or at least warehouses full of, right, clothes and supplies and stuff. Because
that have to be.
There has to, yeah. Like the clothes is a big one. Where do the clothes come from? Because
where do they come from? I love you, Mary, for saying that.
They seem to be well fitted. They're very extravagant.
That's another thing. Did they come all one size fits all? I mean, what if you're a big fat person? How are you going to put a size for a little skinny person on? How are you going to fit into that? And you're going to war, you have to wear a uniform. So it's such a blatantly obvious question. How many more are out there for us to just to discover? I mean, never even thought. I mean, I thought about the dresses, but I've never thought about the uniforms. And like I said, 200,000 soldiers at one time. Who was making them? And the shoes and the hats, the buttons and the what are they? The medallion, the medals. Who's making the medals? Yeah. And their swords, their guns,
their shoes, their boots. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I mean, the story is always, all the women stopped what they were doing and they all put in the effort for the war. But I mean,
let's hand sew it all. No, I don't think so. We're not hand sewing all that. Just quickly going back to that lysocrate that he had that was on the axis straight to Clark Island. There was something about Clark Island. Then the story for Clark Island makes no sense at all. Nikki, who does the research for the shrine and does an amazing job with Dale, she messaged me and said the shrine has one too. And the shrine, according to Eddie, our beautiful friend Eddie, who knows a lot about the Melbourne history because of her family, said that the shrine had to be built on the right axis of the land. So what's the story with the access? What's going on there? Is it because of the axis?
Right axis.
Yes.
This thing.
Yes, that had to be.
Yeah.
That had to be put in a place in the gardens that was on the axis directly opposite Clark Island. And Nikki said to me, access, not the axle, the ley line, the whatever else you want to call it.
AXIS, yeah. So it's got to be,
Yes.
Yeah.
And when Nikki heard us talking about this the last time, she said the shrine has the same monument, exactly the same.
This thing.
Yes.
And so this is Mr. Martin commissioned this lovely sandstone copy of a monument built in 334 BC from Athens. And this is a
Yes.
dirty ditty in Sydney in the 1840s. How did he even know this existed? Like, come on. That's crazy.
Oh,
And there's
yep.
one at the
So
shrine as well.
there's one at the shrine. And when they reckon that the shrine had to be built, which anyway, that's another story, the access of how that building was built had to be precise.
Or at least that's what they found when they measured it. I went, oh, this is precise. Pointing out there. Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So, yeah, we've got the tunnels, we've got islands. Like I said, 14 islands were originally in that port. And there's only 7 now.
We've lost 7 islands.
And
the Lost Islands.
The garden.
The Lost Islands. Remember that show when we were growing up, The Lost Islands? Did you watch that?
And Garden Island. So Garden Island, that has the Navy base on it as well, apparently was flattened in 1840. They had to flatten that island. It has something to do with Fort Denison.
Oh, okay.
So how did they flatten an island in 1840? It's the same crap that you get from the Port Nepean and Queenscliff in Melbourne, because in Port Phillip Bay, they made islands in the 1850s to fight off the Russians.
The Russians. God. Come on, like History AI. You got to get your stories better than this. Russia and Australia. Come on. I mean, it's like
Fort Denison
that's why, what's it called? Port Kangaroo in Hobart? It's some marsupial, Port Wombat or koala. It was built, to defend Australia, and it's literally down near bloody Antarctica, man. No one goes there. But it's for defence, just in case.
But that Fort Denison was already being used for the so-called convicts in 1788. Well, a little bit later, and yet they said it was getting built in around the 1840. So
build it, right. Yeah, well,
and Fort Denison and Fort Macquarie were done because of the French. They didn't want the French to come and invade Australia, yet the French were there. I've been reading manuscripts and journals. There were 2 French boats in the port when the first fleets arrived in 1788. There were 2 French boats.
Wow.
And I'm reading the Journal of Deville, which we'll go into, and he said that they were scouring the coastline of Australia for a settlement in the late 1700s. So where's this invasion of the French when they were already there and they're already writing stories and the explorers were talking about it in their journals?
Yep, and the Dutch were here, the Chinese have been here. Sounds like the Egyptians may have been here.
Spanish, Portuguese.
And this is the thing, like they say, we didn't know it was there until, the late 1600s. Yet you find maps from the 1500s that clearly say Terra Australis. They knew it was
New
here.
Java. New Java. They were called New Java as well.
New Java, New Holland. It's had many names, but they knew it was here.
So we're going to do a dive next time.
Right? Uninhabited. Yes, we're going to do a dive on what? Sorry.
So you just tell me, how do you go past Port Phillip Bay when you're heading towards Sydney and then go to Tasmania, yet you don't see Port Phillip Bay every time you go past in that time? Because apparently that's the way they came. How can you not see that? And we are going to go down that one. I have done the French explorer Frey with a long name. I can't say his long name. And he's had a gentleman called Argo who was an artist but also wrote the journals and diarised everything. They went around the world from the late 1700s. They landed in Sydney in 1819. There's a whole book of what they saw. I'm in the middle of reading a lot of it, and oh boy, there's some stuff in there that just, yeah, I've never heard of before. So we'll go through that. We're going to then, which will probably take us a segment. Then we're going to do Dreville, and then we're going to go and look at a book written in 1911, because we already had people already asking questions about our history in 1911, and in the late 1890s, we had people questioning our narrative, and yes, written books about it. So we're going to go into that, but that's probably a 3-part series. And we're going to do shipwrecks. We're going to do shipwrecks.
Oh yeah, the shipwrecks. That'll be good. That one, actually. See what's actually, whose ships, you know, who's been here, right? Who crashed. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
and the East
India, British East India Company.
Yeah, British East Indian Company, because we'll go back to Mr. Banks, because I've found out a lot about Mr. Banks that don't add up, and Mr. Cook, and we're going to go to the Dutch East Indies as well. So there's a lot we're going to cover.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Leave us your comments. Leave us any information you got. Paula goes through and reads all the comments.
Yes, I do. And they're great. Thank you.
So leave us any info you got. Share this video around. But yeah, it's looking like there was a civilization here. The Dutch turned up, the French, the English, and they were just, you know, started to integrate a bit. And then by 1900, they somehow got them to agree on a different constitution, which they then switched in 1901 to turn it into a corporation. And then, you know, and then they just started covering up the history. Like a soft takeover, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. It definitely was.
And they're still pushing it. All right. Well, thank you.
Changed.
That was awesome. Yeah. And I'll leave that link.
I hope you all enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll leave the link to those photos that we were looking at too in the description.
Yeah, can you do that?
Yeah. So everyone can go and have a look at them and give us your own synopsis on what it all is. What's going on? What's going on in this crazy story? Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you.
Everyone.
And we'll be back in a week or so with part 1 of the next part of the story.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
I'm excited. Thanks, Paula. Stay awesome, everyone, and we'll talk to you on the next upload.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Batırır